guys, welcome back to my channel. Notice something a little bit different? It's my eyeballs. I'm wearing contacts. See the eyeliner? It's a liquid liner. Last thing, I'm wearing magnetic lashes. Basically, there's a party happening all up here and it's all thanks to Iris Beauty NYC. I've actually got a discount code in the description box of this video and then you will get a little friendly discount from me to you. Today, we are gonna have a little chat, okay? I didn't know whether I should do this, but we're gonna do it anyway. So what's this video about? This video is about your experience of the application process. This is very important to me because I really resonate with what it's like to pursue something that you really want. So many parts of my life have been about getting what I want in my life, and so many other parts of this journey have been me dealing with not getting what I want or what I think I want at the time. And some of those things I might have wanted like really badly. Please know that I'm saying this because I really mean it. Now, it's very important that you do your best to somewhat find some joy in the pursuit of this job that you want, or this career that you want, or the relationship that you want. If you don't do that, you're not going to realize just somewhere down the track, this experience that you have is only going to leave memories of anxiety, disheartenment. Is that a word? Like, is that a word? You might just remember, oh, it's been frustrating, it's been disheartening, so much so that you actually forget or don't even realize the lessons that you're getting from this particular moment in the pursuit of what you want. There's a fact. I mean, it's kind of like the elephant in the room. Let's be honest, whenever you are going to pursue anything and there's one position and 10 people who want it, in that moment only that one person will get it. Yes, I do talk about how to stand out from the crowd, how to, you know, embody some of the key qualities that they look for, but all of those tips don't change the fact that there is a certain amount of positions available and a certain amount of people applying. Always remember that there are going to be some obvious successes, like, okay, you got the job like right away, that's awesome. And then the other successes, which are called failures. The reason I say they're called failures but they're successes is because in every nugget of not getting what you want immediately, there's a reason for that. It's either for you to learn the lesson, or that thing that you're seeking is not for you. It doesn't serve you. Of course, we as people, we don't really know that. We're kind of just like, yeah, but I want it and this is where my best life lives. But that kind of state of mind is from us and our beliefs and what we know about ourselves. But there's a lot of stuff that we don't know yet about ourselves. Of course, I've got to admit, it's a lot easier to speak from the other end of saying, oh, thank God I didn't get those things that I wanted back then, because if I did get those things that I wanted back then I wouldn't be living the life that I live now. So I'm totally with you. When you're in that situation and you're pursuing something and you're having a lot of trouble getting it, it feels like mud, it feels like failure, it feels like disappointment, and it feels like we're getting tested to the best of our abilities. So also, don't get me wrong, like being in business, there are some things that I want to achieve as well, and it's sometimes it feels like it's touch and go and I can only do the best to my ability, and then there's a whole bunch of it that's no longer in my control. My biggest learning has been to just have a good time and be like, okay, not be so attached that I didn't get something that I wanted like right away. The reason I'm saying this is not because I think you can't get the job, it's because I think and I see that many people don't actually enjoy this process. Many people feel the anxiety in this process, the nerves in this process. And that's why when we talk about it, so many of the questions are about like, I'm nervous, am I good enough? It's a lot of questions around doubt and self-doubt. I feel like sometimes when we talk about that, it only nurtures that conversation, which is a part that's not that enjoyable. Like, yeah, you might get a little bit of extra motivation, but what I think is more long-lasting than a moment of motivation is a deep understanding of what this is actually about. This is about us pursuing things and some people getting it because it's for them and some people not getting it, and how you manage that and then how you revel in that and enjoy that and try to understand where it's trying to take you. In short, what I can say is just remember that this is just a moment in time in your life that's going to lead to one result or the other. There's only two results that this can be. It's either a yes or a no. You play about 50% of that part. My tip is go in with your best, right? Like, you know, when you ask me questions like, what should I wear? You know, I can tell you what you can wear. Google, there's so much information on what I think you can wear. It's all out there. You know where the actual answer is? It's on the website of the airline. They're already telling you what they want. So do your best to fulfill that. Be professional, understand your hard skills and your soft skills and your work experience. There's nothing about that that's new to you. That's already existing. Your role is to kind of just have fun with the whole scenario. Just remember, one chance is not the only chance. The first chance that you go is not the only chance. The second time that you go is not the only chance. The third time that you go is not the only chance. There you go, you got it on the 5th chance. Doesn't it deem all of your previous worries and stresses irrelevant? Isn't that how all of life goes? Is that we worry, we stress, we try to do things, we force it in, we do more, we act more, and then you get there eventually and you're like, oh, all of that stress didn't really make a difference. Okay, carry on. That's what like the whole entirety of life is, right? So what's my point here? There's a lot of value in reflecting. If you're about to apply for the role, okay, tick all the boxes, and then the rest of it, kind of like enjoy it. There was one thing that stood out to me. It's one thing which I'd observed over the period of time. There are a lot of people saying, hey, how come when I go to the open day or the assessment day, there were people who got the job that like didn't even look like they cared. The reality is that happens so often in life. There are a lot of people who go, here's the thing that you want and you're going for it and you're doing your absolute best to do it, and then there's this average person just kind of like stumbled into it and then they got it and they didn't want it near as much as you did. Whatever that was, that doesn't concern you. That's their journey. That's how they wanted to approach it. Between the two of you and that person, there's no link, right? Maybe the only difference is that, yeah, maybe you thought that they didn't care about it that much. Maybe they did, maybe they just didn't show it. But don't worry about them, just worry about yourself. This whole journey, what I think you may take from it is a lot of lessons around persistence, dedication. How bad do you want this? Maybe you don't really want it that much. Maybe you do really want it that much. Maybe you're the kind of person who's like, you realize like you're not that patient. So when they tell you to wait, you don't want to wait. Maybe you like to do things your way, and then this time you're applying for a role where it's like you can't do it your way. You have to do it their way. And then that tests your eligibility and that tests your patience. Maybe you find yourself often, you know, you're not that confident. So what you're experiencing every time you go to the open day, you're like learning to be a little bit more confident, because that's what happens, right? If you were like how I used to be, which was quite shy, sometimes I'd go for something and I wouldn't feel that confident, and then I failed and I have to do it again, and then I grow my confidence just a little bit. So I'm like, okay, so I feel different. Maybe the result is still the same. Maybe the second time I go for it, I don't get it. But it's okay, because confidence, that is priceless. What other situations would I have to go in to grow confidence? These are soft skills that you're starting to develop. So when you go in for this job, focus on the things you need to do. That's like procedural. You follow that procedure, boop, put it to the side, and then go about your day. Enjoy the process a little bit. This job application, this pursuit of the job that you want, that is just the channel for which you are going to grow. If you end up getting it, it's for you, it's for you, it's for you right now. If you don't end up getting it, maybe it's not for you right now. I know that might sound a little bit woo-woo, but as a person who decided to embark on my own journey by creating my own business where all of my entire life is completely reliant on how good I am at growing a business, one of the first things I needed to learn how to do was to enjoy the journey, because nothing in my business was predictable at the beginning. Everything was so new. All of the mistakes that I made, all of the learnings that I made. One of the first things that I really needed to do was to understand that business was my channel for self-development. That was like channel, my excuse, my reason, the area for which I put my energy and focus into to grow. And maybe for you, like the pursuit of this job is the same thing. It's the channel for you to discover yourself, learn a little bit about yourself, and maybe like let it go a little bit, you know? So there we go. Now what I want to know is, outside of like what should you wear, outside of like what job experience you need, how tall do you need to be, outside of that, like what do you really want to know? I want to know what's stopping you from feeling confident, what's making you feel anxious, what's making you feel like this isn't going to work out for you, what's making you feel like it will work out for you, what is actually impacting your experience of this whole journey. Let's find out together. Pop it in the comment section down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and otherwise I'll see you next time. Bye.